All right, on to the final section of our planner before heading to the homepage. This is the team's corner. So basically, sharing information and communication within a team sometimes is very complicated. This is, I think, one of the main problem in sport in general is the communication between the federation, the athletes, the coaches, the team, the physio, the whatever, this and that. To make things a little bit easier, we can share a page dedicated to informations that I want my team of coaches and trainers to be aware of. So what I was thinking of is the competition section. So all the feedbacks and scores and everything from your competitions are going to appear here once you have completed them in your competition section. You will have the possibility to show your program content for the short and the free, because that can help them as well build your program according to your goals and aspirations. Always nice to insert here. The only thing you have to do to have this section appear, if you're a single skater, you click on single one time, and then it's going to ask you if you want to copy an existing view. If it's the short program and you're single, you click on the short program single, and then you're gonna have it here. And then after, what you can do is just you can delete the others templates. So then the only thing they have is your program. Now, if you only want to show them one version specifically, you can go in filter, you can add a filter, and then be like version. And then I just want to show them version 1. I know where I did a mistake. My apologies. So what you want to do if you only want to show them one specific version is you go in filters. Here you have already a filter that is in. You want to click on the 3 dots over here and add to advanced filter. And what you're going to do is you're going to turn it into a group filter, and then you're going to add a rule. Click on end, version is, and then you select it. So I only want this version to appear, and then in order for it to work, you would have to remove the grouping like so, and the only thing you're gonna have is the version you want to show them. So you have 2 options. You can either have it grouped like by grouping, so then they will have all the versions, or if you only want to show them one specific version, you just deselect the grouping version, the grouping view, and then you add a rule to the filters, so then you show them only the version that you want to show them. Like if you want to show them 2 versions or version 1 and 2, you click on 1 and 2, but I would not recommend that, because if it's not subdivided by groups, then it can be confusing. So choose either or, that float your boat, and then you can delete those afterwards because you don't need to use them anymore. Same for the free skate. And then for the calendar of events, what is pretty cool is that they will be able to see all the events that you are going to take part in. So let me show you actually from my calendar what it's looking like. So basically here, I don't think I have set up my filters yet, but I'm going to show you how you can do it. So this is the calendar I see, okay? So when I go on the page, the team's corner, I haven't completed the page yet. As you can see, they can see everything. This is not what I want. I don't want them to be able to see my work life or professional life. So what you want to do is go in filters and select the type of event that they're going to see on the calendar. I don't want them to see my work. So if I deselect work, they won't be able to see it again. I want them to be able to see the show, tour and exhibition, the competition, the practice, the recovery and physio, the medical, the vacations, and the travel day. There is one thing I want to warn you about is whatever information you put on the card, if they click on it, they will be able to see. So for your vacations, I like to use my Notion as the space where I take notes. I can plan my vacations. I don't want my coaches specifically to see that. So what you can do is either create like a specific way of saying vacations on your calendar, so then it will appear on their calendar. But let me show you, because it might be a little confusing. So let me show you actually what I mean by, oh, sorry. There we go. Let me show you what I mean by that. So if I'm here, and I'm going to show you also for the medical. So let's pretend that I have an OBGYN appointment. And that is medical. So I have a medical appointment, but I don't specifically want them to know, but it's in medical, so you're gonna see. And then let's put vacation. So that is gonna be my vacation. And then let's put vacations also as vacations. All right, so now let's go to our space shared with the coaches, so then you can see how the filters are powerful. So as you can see, they can see, oh, and let me do one more thing also, is that I'm gonna add some informations, hence why, so then I can elaborate informations they can see. There you go. So now let's go to the Teams corner one more time. So here, as you can see, I've added those 3 events and they can see them. I don't want them to be able to know when I go to see the OBGYN. Now, what you can do is double your events. Let OBGYN for yourself, and then just put medical appointment for them, just so they know that you have a medical appointment at that time. So when you type OBGYN, obviously, so what you can do is, because OBGYN is a medical appointment, but you still want them to be able to see the other medical appointment, you can use the filter. So again, you turn into a group, you add a new filter, and the name does not contain OBGYN. And then, as you can see now, they are not able to see my medical appointments that contains OBGYN. But I will create an event where it says medical appointment, so then they have the general informations, but they won't have the actual specifics of things. So this is how you can handle things. And then we can do the same thing for vacations. I don't want, like, on vacation is where I'm going to put all the details about my vacations. I don't want them to see that, but I want them to be able to see my vacations. So any keywords that you don't want them to see, you just, you add them. So let me add, a name does not contain vacation, because I know this is what I'm going to use. So here they will be able to see only what you want them to see. Why I'm telling you that? Because let's say the medical name does not contain OBGYN, they have access to that page too. You don't want that. So that is why it is important to play with the filters and stuff like that. And actually, I'm gonna change the little icon here, so then it is this one. You definitely want to use it here, because it will help you make sure that you share information, only information that you want to share with your team. But basically, they will be able to have access to your whereabouts more easily, know when you're traveling. This is something I know will be helpful to my team, because I am in between France and Italy and the US, so they'll know where I'm at, what I'm doing. If I have a medical appointment, they can come here and all of that. So that's it for the tour of all our sections. Let's see the homepage.